cold smoke. Oh, that gets me fired up. I'm so pumped for this season. Holy. Anyway, I got a comment tonight from somebody asking how I got into backcountry snowmobiling. It's a 2-drink story though. You guys got time? How I got into backcountry snowmobiling. So, we're going to have to rewind to like 98, 99? 99, I think it is. Yeah, 99. I was just out of high school. Me and the one buddy got together and we wanted to do a out-of-town snowmobile trip. Didn't go to the mountains or anything, but we wanted to go out of town somewhere. So we went to Whitecourt, Alberta, ripping around the cut lines and shit out there. Forget how long we were there for. A few days or something. And then we come back home. And like just out of high school, we were fucking broke. We spent all our money on the sled. I was riding a 1997 Polaris 700 SKS. And I'm looking for that sled, by the way. If anybody knows where a 1997 700 Polaris SKS is, let me know. Anyway, so I spent all my money to buy that sled. We go on this, we always rode around home as much as we could. We wanted to go somewhere else, try somewhere else. We went to Whitecourt, Alberta. We come back. Enjoyed it. It was fun. It was good snow that year, whatever. The following winter after that, we wanted to go somewhere else. Like, we wanted to try the mountains or maybe not the mountains because we heard avalanches and shit we didn't understand. We weren't sure or whatever. So we wanted we were thinking maybe Hinton, Alberta. Maybe let's try Hinton, the foothills or something. Let's go try there. I don't even know if you can ride there, to be honest. I don't know. I haven't heard anything, buddy, about riding around Hinton. So me and the one buddy that went to Whitecourt, we're talking to another buddy and suggested to him, you want to go out of town sledding sometime? We're thinking somewhere, we're thinking of going to Hinton next year or this coming season. It was October, November when we were talking to this other buddy. And he's like, yeah, shit, I'd be in for that too. So we kind of hummed and hawed where we were going to go. The one buddy had an uncle, or a cousin, I think it was, that rides mountains, backcountry, that we knew nothing about. So the one buddy's cousin agreed to take us out to the backcountry snowmobiling. And we're like, yeah, sure, let's go. So we went January-ish, I think it was mid to end of January, somewhere in between there. And originally we were supposed to go down to Fernie, BC was where we were originally going to go to. But for some reason that got canceled. And instead we went to McBride, BC. So yeah, my very first mountain trip, backcountry trip was McBride, BC. And in a way, I kind of wish I never went there because I was hooked as soon as I went there. Oh yeah, I almost forgot about this part of the story. So me and the one buddy that went to Whitecourt talked to our one buddy that had the cousin that was going to take us out to McBride now and show us around kind of thing. And that guy's buddy's brother came. So there's now 4 of us going in our little sledding group at home here. There's 4 of us heading out to McBride, whatever day we left. I don't know what days, but it was mid-January to end of January we go out there. And I'll never forget this. Oh, I should find those pictures. We go out to McBride, stay the night, obviously. Wake up the next day, go sledding. We went up the Renshaw. And remember, this is mid to end of January. We get up. I remember it was really windy in the parking lot that morning as we unloaded and all that stuff. Holy fuck, it's blowing your tooth off. And it's holy crap. So we blast up the trail to Renshaw on our wedge chassis Polarises. We were all riding Polaris. No, there was 3 Polarises and 1 Skidoo. I was on the Polaris. And the one buddy, I can't remember. Oh yeah, the one buddy that had the uncle, his little brother was on a Doo. So So we all go out there, and we get to the top, or we riding up the trail of Renshaw. I got to tell you that first. We're going up the trail of Renshaw, and it's a long trail in. We didn't know nothing about backcountry riding. We didn't have a clue. Like, just dumb fucks. And we're going up there. And we're riding this trail. It's bumpy, you know. We got 5-gallon jerry can strapped on the back of our wedge chassis Polaris's that have not very good suspension. It was the good suspension at the time. Extra 10. Remember Extra 10? Fucking A. So we get to we're going up Renshaw, and we're like, we get halfway up or something. We stop for a hot dog or whatever, campfire type thing, and we're all sitting there like, holy frick, this is I was kind of thinking like the mountain riding would be a little different than this. Like, this is, I don't know if I want to come back here. Like, this is not what I was expecting. So we continue on. We finally get to the top, to the Alpine. We didn't know what that meant at the time, right? We're dumb fucks. So we get to the top. In those days, there was no cabin up there, I don't think. I don't think there was. That was a few years ago. So, what happened to the tunes? Hold on, shut her down. I got to figure out the tunes here. Avatar, you like them guys? They got the one song I really like, Dirt I'm Buried In. Oh, that gets me fired up. Anyway, where was I at now in the story? Oh yeah, so we get to the top of Renshaw. For those that don't know, it's a fairly long trail in, 30K or something like that, to the Alpine. And I'm pretty sure there was no cabin at that in those days, like warm-up shelter, whatever. We get to the top, and it was a warm day anyway. But we get to the top, and then it just opens up, right? Like, I'm looking around because we get to the top to Buddy's cousin there, and all his cousin's friends are all around there on their modded sleds, right? They were like hardcore backcountry guys that, you know, we were on these stock sleds, just, yeah. So we get to the top, and I remember had my back this way, and then Buddy's cousin was explaining, yeah, you guys can go over there and over here too, and then yeah, travel over there. So I'm looking around like, oh yeah, a little bit of trees, and all of a sudden I look this way, and it just opens, like wide open, and I'm like, holy shit, look at there, holy shit, look at, what the and then somebody heard me saying that, and I could hear them saying to their buddy, like, oh, looks like that guy's never been up to the mountains before. Actually, I just remembered I got the same helmet that I wore on that first backcountry sled trip. I'll go grab it and I'll show you. It's the ugliest old helmet. Oh man, check it out. That's the very first helmet I ever bought in my life. The sled I had at the time, it actually matched it pretty good. You can tell I don't wear it. Look at the dust on it. But it's funny, I bought it a little bit big so that I could fit a balaclava underneath it, a thick balaclava underneath the helmet, so that the helmet's not too tight, you know what I mean? Because around home here, where I live, we would ride when it's 30 below, no problem. So you put your balaclava on, your full face helmet, you're good to go. And in those days, the wedge chassis Polaris, you had a lot of protection from the wind. Hey, these new sleds nowadays, you're cold. You're sitting way up higher. There's no protection. It's just, well, at least the mountain sleds anyway. But yeah, full face helmet. Well, we didn't know any better. Like I said, we've never been to the mountains, so then, yeah, that was my first trip to the mountains ever was in McBride, BC, and I couldn't not go anymore. And we were, like I said, we were broke. Every one of us was broke. Spent all our money to buy a sled. We did McBride a couple for the first 2 years because we only went one trip per season. That's all we could afford. Packed. Oh, I forgot part of the story. There was 4 of us. 2 of the guys were fairly huskier guys. I'm small, and the other guy was small. So 2 small guys and 2 husky guys in a regular cab, Chevy, and standard transmission with manual 4x shifter. So we were crammed in there like for about 7 hours one way, 7 hours back. Oh man, thinking back on those days though, a lot of fun, but that was my first mountain trip, and that's how I got into backcountry snowmobiling. They didn't, like, he basically guided us, you could say. Like, it was awesome. I'll never forget that trip. And when we finally got to the top, I almost forgot about this part of the trip too. We finally get to the top of Renshaw, mid to end January. Don't forget that. Middle to end of January 2000. I'm sure it was above zero up there. It felt like it was 10 degrees above zero. I swear. So I got pictures of me somewhere stripped down to my boxer shorts, ripping around on that 97.7. I should check the photo album if I can find my old photo album. Wonder if I got that and find that picture. I'll go look. Okay, so here's a couple pictures of that trip. January of 2000. That's me. The one guy skidoo, and then that's my 97-700. Shadows. How can I do this? Hang on. That's better. So that's me. Not sure what I was laughing at there, but that's up Renshaw. I'm sure it was 10 above. I don't remember where that is, but it's up Renshaw somewhere. There's the rig we took. Open two-place trailer and a deck. Oh yeah, and if that wasn't bad enough, 4 guys in a regular cab. That deck was built for a short box, but it was a long box truck. So all of our oil and whatever else was in the box of the truck. So we had to lift the back of the deck just enough to get the tailgate open every time we wanted to open the tailgate. There's one picture somewhere up Renshaw. Yeah, so we're up there as 19-year-olds, I guess we would have been. And we're seeing this for the first time. And it's just blowing our minds. Well, it blew my mind anyway. To this day, it blows my mind when I go out there and you get Bluebird Day like that view. It's therapeutic. You want to see what I look like at 19 years old? I had to block out the other guys in the picture because I don't think they want to be on camera, but check this out. That's me. And then we're seeing views like that. Like I said, just therapeutic. There's the truck again. Oh, there's me on the old 97. Thought I was pretty cool catwalking there, you know. Again, I had to block the guy out because he doesn't want to be on camera, but there's me on the bottom picture helping Buddy get unstuck. Me in the top picture. Look at that view. Freaking shadow. But look at that view, me standing there. Wow. I still got those ski pants, by the way, too. Here's me on that 97 thinking I'm just airborne here. Check it out. Thought I just launched her over a big... My first stuck ever in the backcountry. I think that was the second day. And this picture here, see the trailing arm there? Broke the bolt and trailing arm. That was interesting. Oh, and check this out. This was the third. This would have been like the third season of backcountry snowmobiling. How many sleds is there? 13? There was 13 of us that went up there. Mine's on the top left. Okay, now fast forward. Probably like 2003. Probably 2003. I'm almost certain that's Boulder Mountain Cabin back in the day. Or back in 03. That's the sled I was on there on the left. 2002, 800, 151. And then the guy I rode with that trip was a 99 700 RMK. That was an RMK as well. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was the Boulder cabin in those days. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm sure that's Boulder. Wow, this is bringing back a lot of good memories. Oh, and look at this. We thought that was just so crazy. First time we ever went to Revy, I think that was Revelstoke. We took Buddy's two-wheel drive Chevy. We made it there and back, no problem, but guys we told that we're going to Revy with Buddy's two-wheel drive truck, they were just flabbergasted that we went there with a two-wheel drive truck. Matter of fact, I think that time we got stuck in the parking lot. We were pulling a two-place open trailer and it snowed like a foot in the parking lot, and we were up top. We come down, we were stuck. We tried putting one of the sleds in the box of the truck and leaving one on the trailer, but I don't know if we got out or not. I think we did. I think we went to ask somebody for a tow or something, but we ended up getting out on our own with the sled in the box. Man, there's some good memories here. Well, the rest of the pictures in that photo album are boring. I'm not going to bother showing you. Oh, funniest picture of it all is me stripped down in my boxer shorts, ripping around in that 97 700 Polaris SKS. It's quite a ways away because in those days we didn't take a good camera, or there was no cell phones, right? We went to the drugstore or whatever and bought one of those disposable cameras each. And this is the picture we got out of that trip with me and my boxers. Hang on. I look like a stick man. Yeah, I'm not a very big guy, if you couldn't tell by that picture. Know something even funnier? Those pants I'm wearing in that picture right there, I still have those pants to this day. Check it out. Jardy. Whatever the fuck that means. I don't even know where I got these. I think one of my cousins gave them to me as a hand-me-down or something way back when. What's that? You dare me to put them on? Oh, I don't know if I could put them on. I don't think they'd fit. They were always tight to get past here. Come on. Oh, hell yeah. Oh. Well, apparently I haven't grown in like 25 years. So that's how I got into backcountry snowmobiling. January of 2000 was our first mountain trip. And if you're thinking of getting into backcountry snowmobiling, I have to recommend doing at least a level 1 avalanche training course if you want to go out there. Just don't do what I did and wait how many years before you go get an avalanche training course. It's like we got so lucky thinking back on all those trips over the years. It's no joke out there, but it's a lot of fun. I mean, it's risky, but you can also manage that risk by taking an avalanche training course. I have to recommend soulrides.ca for the AV training course. That's where I took my level 1, and it was an awesome course. Awesome course. I'm actually scheduled for avalanche training level 2 with Soul Rides this coming December. So let's all get out to the backcountry and have an awesome season.